Welcome to Hülya's Turkish Kitchen. Today I'll be making a versatile pastry tray popular in the Turkish cuisine called Kömbe. Many different fillings can be used to make Kömbe according to your taste, and today I'll be making a spicy potato and pepper version. Here's what you'll need to make 2 trays. All the details can also be found in the video description. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel for weekly recipes with a Turkish flavour. And be sure to stay tuned right to the end for links to more of my recipes. Let's get started. Pour 250 ml of warm water into a large bowl and 250 ml of warm milk. Add 2 dessert spoons of sugar. I've used light brown sugar, but any sugar will do. Give them a good mix with a wooden spoon. Then add 14 grams of dry yeast, which is 2 standard packets. Mix for a few minutes using a whisk. Then start adding the flour. In total, I used 1 kilogram of plain flour or 4 cups of 250 grams each. Add gradually and continue mixing with the wooden spoon. Start using your hands when the dough thickens. Add more water as necessary. In total, I added 500 ml of water, in addition to the 250 ml of milk at the beginning. Once you have formed a nice, soft and consistent dough, knead for 5 minutes. Drizzle on some olive oil to soften the dough and knead for a further 5 minutes. Cover and leave to proof for 1 hour. In the meantime, prepare the filling. Cut into halves or quarters 1 kilogram of peeled and washed potatoes. Place in a large pan and cover with boiling water. Add approximately 1 tablespoon of salt and transfer to the hob. Cook until tender on medium heat. Whilst the potatoes are cooking, prepare the other ingredients. Finely chop the peppers. You can use what you have handy, such as bell peppers, or go even spicier if you like extra spice. I've used 3 capia and 5 cayenne peppers. Finely chop 3 large onions or more if they are small. Finely chop some fresh parsley. The vegetables are now prepped and ready. After 30 minutes, the potatoes should be tender. Check they are cooked through and drain. Once thoroughly drained, mash the potatoes using a potato masher. Heat 60 ml of olive oil in a large frying pan and saute the onions on high to medium heat until they are translucent. Stir continuously. Once the onions have changed colour, add the peppers. Continue stirring on high to medium heat for about 5 minutes or until the peppers soften. When the peppers have softened, add 1 tablespoon of pepper puree. Alternatively, you can use tomato puree. Then add the seasoning. You can add your favorite seasoning. I've used 1 tablespoon of mixed herbs, 1 teaspoon each of chili pepper and salt, and ½ a teaspoon each of black pepper and cumin. Mix thoroughly to combine, then add the mashed potatoes. Continue cooking for a further 10 minutes, stirring continuously to combine all the ingredients. Add an extra drizzle of olive oil to ensure the mixture is not too dry. Then finish off by adding the freshly chopped parsley. Give it a couple of stirs, then take off the heat. Allow to cool before using. Once the filling has cooled to room temperature, prepare the baking trays and pastry. Place the pastry onto a clean and lightly floured surface. Knead again for a few minutes. Then form a flat ball and divide into 4 equal pieces. Then roll each piece into a ball and put aside. Keep them covered to avoid drying out. Working with 1 piece at a time, roll out to approximately 3 mm thickness and to the size of your baking tray. Once rolled out to the correct thickness, transfer to the greased baking tray. The measurements of the tray I've used are on the screen and will also be in the description. Make sure the pastry has been flatly placed on the tray and that the whole tray is covered. Then using a pastry cutter or knife, trim off the excess pastry from the sides. These pieces can be added to the remaining dough to be reused. We're now ready to start adding the filling. Add a layer of the cooled filling evenly across the pastry. Once you've added a layer of the filling, roll out another piece of the dough. This will be the top layer of the Kömbe. Roll to the same thickness as before, then place on top of the filling. Ensure the pastry is not stretched but comfortably placed, then again trim off the excess around the edges. Gently remove the trimmed off pastry to avoid damaging the remaining pastry. Tuck in the edges to seal the Kömbe. And remove any trapped air. Brush with milk or egg yolk for a golden finish. And finally sprinkle with sesame and poppy seeds for an optional decorative effect. Before placing in the oven, use a pastry cutter or knife to cut into portion sizes. Repeat the process for the second tray. If you have leftover dough, you could add another layer to the Kömbe, as often these are made with multiple layers. This is an alternative way to cut the Kömbe, using diagonal lines for an alternative look. Bake in a preheated oven at gas mark 4 or 180 degrees Celsius for approximately 30 minutes or until golden. Afiyet olsun. Enjoy! If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe for more delicious recipes from Hülya's Turkish Kitchen.